Hello, hello. How are y'all? I had to copy Ella. They say the best form of flattery is when you imitate somebody. Imitation is the best form of flattery. So I guess I'm flattered by Ella because I'm at her condo. Yeah, I'm visiting her today. I'll have to find somebody to go over there and play that piano, that's for sure. So how are y'all doing? Let's see, we have Claudette. We have Lori. There's my twin Claudette. She says she's number two, but it looks like she's the first one that commented. And then we have Lori, my good friend Lori. And then they're speaking. Oh, and there's Cher. Uh, how are y'all doing this morning? On this Tuesday morning. Can y'all believe it's the 14th day of November? I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it's the 14th day of November. I can't. It's just crazy. Um, let's see. Saturday we have the family shower for Lincoln. Hey Mimi. And then the next week is Thanksgiving here in the United States. Yeah, I got plenty of snacks and drinks. I have tea and water and bubbly, coffee, hot chocolate, whatever y'all want to have, we have it. I mean, I don't know if y'all this early in the morning, but we have some of that too. Well, hello, love in circles. Suzu, hello. Susie, how are you doing? How's everybody doing? So has the weather changed where y'all are? Because it just keeps going up and down here. It's just crazy. Oh, I have to tell y'all, I ordered me this little thing that will do super chats. When I get a super chat, it'll sing a song. So I ordered me one of those and I can't wait to use it. And it will do happy birthday if one of you all have a birthday. I can't wait for y'all to see what it is. It's so cute. Oh, did Ashley come in? Hey, Ashley. There's my auction buddy, Ashley. So Berkeley is in Disney World right now. Matt's been sending me pictures of her in Disney World, and she looks like she's having a fantastic time. And oh my gosh, Tracy. Tracy. There's Tracy Cakes. Super chat. Woo! Thank you, Tracy. Good morning to you, my friend. So let me say a few things about Miss Heifer. She and the other Heifer OG. Oh my gosh, I could not leave their their auction the other night. You know, it was the big giveaway. And even after they gave the prize away, which the two people that won, oh my gosh, they well deserved. But when they pulled the first name out of OG's, Colleen's, they pulled the same name out of Tracy's. The same girl really won twice, but she could only win one time. She needed to go buy a lottery ticket. But anyway, they gave away so many things before they gave away the big prize. Well, lo and behold, to us, they started announcing what they were going to do for December. They're going to give away 26 gifts. Plus, I think 19 people have already donated gifts for them to give away. So they'll just be giving. You get a gift, and you get a gift, and you get a gift. That'd be like Oprah giving out gifts and gifts. You get a car, and you get a car, and you get $100, and you get $25. I mean, it was just the greatest feeling to watch that channel give away all these gifts. It was just so much fun. And I don't know if y'all watched it, but Tracy has kept every one of the names from the time they started their first giveaway. She has kept their name in this the little things that she little pieces of paper. She writes their name down, folds it, puts it in a box. She has kept every one of them. It's this big, huge box like this. Well, if you've ever had your name entered ever through whatever, your name's going in this Christmas one. It is awesome. It's going to be an awesome giveaway. That's December the 10th. Tracy, if you're still here, if you have that link and you've already done the thumbnail and all that, I don't know if you've had time because I know you've been so busy. But don't mark this down on your calendar, December the 10th. What day is that on? I have a calendar. What day is it's got to be a Sunday. It probably because they usually do it on Sunday. But it was amazing. Oh my gosh. And Tracy and Colleen and Sassy and Tamara and Teresa. Oh my goodness. They just had everything just lined up. I mean, they had a little technical difficulty, but you know, usually when you have a big event, you're going to have something to go wrong. You ever been to a wedding like James and mine, our wedding? We got so tickled at the person that was the preacher that was marrying us. We got so tickled. He didn't really think we were serious about getting married because something just happened and we just started laughing and couldn't stop. You know, something's always, and Brent, Taylor's husband, passed out twice at the altar, passed smooth out. And so something's going to happen. You can just bank on it. Let's see who else come in. I got Ashley's name for the Christmas giveaway for Claudette, not Claudette, for Dawn's channel. And I'm excited about getting Ashley's name. She knows I love her. I'm so excited about the gift exchange. I love doing gifts exchange. You know, it's not about the price of the gift. It's just the fact that you're going to receive something and somebody thought about you, you know? That's the way I feel about getting cards in the mail. I just love to get cards in the mail. I love to send cards. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was amazing, Claudette. Their channel is just awesome. You got to go over there and watch it. There's Crafty Songbird. Love you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Crafty donated something for this December when Tracy has her their giveaway. I am gonna give something away that for them to give away. Oh my gosh, I can't even. Ella, of course. Ella gives all the time. I can't start naming people because I'll leave people out, but it's just amazing what people just start giving. You know, it's such a good community. Oh, you haven't made okay. Okay, it is a Sunday. Okay, Tracy. Oh, and people kept giving Tracy super chats because she has the cutest the little thing you play when somebody gives you a super chat. I mean, it's got the cutest little music. It's got a cow. Then it's got Tracy running. I mean, everybody just wanted to see that play over and over again. So Ella comes in and gives a super chat, okay? Well, then everybody else started doing it because they wanted it to be played over and over again. It was the cutest thing. Tales in the Dark. Hello, welcome in. How are you? I'm at my winter home today. I should have a fire over there in my fireplace, but I haven't got it lit up today. James is at work, so he hadn't had an opportunity to turn it on. But y'all can see outside that the sun is shining. Hey, Jessica. How are you? Well, after we get everybody in here and we start talking, I always do those questions. We have some pretty neat questions this morning. I want to get more people in here when I start asking the questions. But I hope you're okay, Jessica. I hope you're doing good. But I have to confess to you all, I haven't been sleeping good these last 2 or 3 nights. I don't know if it's because the time change or what, but I can't get sleepy. It's like I just stay awake. So I've been watching some late night YouTube. I don't know if y'all have ever done that before. Watch late night YouTube, like some channels that wouldn't come on during the daytime. I don't know. Have y'all ever watched some of that? Now I have to admit, and I really can't go into detail about this because it's one of my questions, but I have to confess, sometimes I lurk, you know, to channels that are at nighttime that I probably wouldn't go into their chat, but I'm on the outside looking in. I don't know if y'all do that. I don't know if y'all do that or not. But we're going to talk about that a little later, about channels like that. I know, isn't it crazy, Claudette? I don't know what it is. James keeps asking me why I'm getting up out of the bed, going up to the living room in the chair. It's because I can't lay there. I can't sleep. And yeah, of course, I'm hurting a little bit, but not to the extreme that I would have to get up. But I'm just wide awake. I can't sleep. I don't know if it's because I'm addicted to YouTube and can't stay off of YouTube and I want to see what's going on, or if it's just the weather changing, or I mean, I really don't know what it is. It'll straighten up in a week or so, I guess. I mean, I'll eventually get so exhausted that I'll have to sleep, right? I would think so. Uh, Lori was over there at Tracy Cakes the other day and she was watching it. Jessica was there. I mean, they had like 100 and I don't want to misquote this, but maybe 130 something in the chat at one time. May have been more than that. They had over 100 thumbs up. That reminds me. Don't forget to give me one of these. I don't know. They just had a lot of people in there. And I think, of course, everybody wanted to win, I'm sure, to a certain extent. But they also wanted to see who the winners were going to be. But here's the thing. You had to be there to win it. Can you imagine them drawing somebody's name and them not there? And they were giving away $1,600 to two different people. And you missed out on $1,600? I'm pretty sure that's why everybody was showing up. They didn't want their name called. But you had to stay in there because they didn't call out the name until maybe 2 hours after they started. It was just let's see what they started. They started promoting channels and was trying to get people up to their, like if they were like 4 or 5, 10 from 500, they just were promoting channels, thanking everybody that had donated something. Just they did that for a while. Then they sold things. They had to fix Colleen because she was having trouble with her mic. They had a bad echo. So, time was not wasted. They did a lot of stuff. There's T. Hey T, how are you? Listening in. Oh, well, good. I'm glad you're here. T's awesome. T's got a good channel. Y'all need to go over there and watch her. And she's got the sweetest little personality. She's real sweet. I'm so happy that the ones that win for money both are great. Yes, they were. And the thing about it, neither one of them had a YouTube channel. Well, they have a channel, but they don't have content. Y'all, my hands itching. Rubbing on some wood. That means I'm gonna get some money. Me rubbing on some wood. But thank you, Jessica, for welcoming everybody. Well, hello, Christina. I saw your latest finds on your I wish I could go somewhere and have some James jump out and go in a dumpster and see what's in there, because there's no way I can look over in a dumpster. If y'all hadn't visited Christina's channel, and her she does short videos. She does the winning walk. She talks about different things, but she found some awesome stuff the other day. Y'all need to go over there and watch her. She is amazing. I love Rosetti. I love Rosetti comes in CJ's channel, The Hen Den, and that's how I know I love Rosetti. I hope you're doing well. Oh, and I have to tell y'all, if y'all have ever frequented the Costume Jewelers channel, he did a live cook. He cooked a cake. He baked a cake, and he showed his face. I don't know how many of you know this or not, but the costume jeweler has never shown his face before unless he was in costume. Okay? So the other night, he does a cooking video, and there he is. He shows himself. Y'all got to go over there and check that video out and just see what a cutie patootie he is. Yep, the costume jeweler showed his face. He did. Hey, Josie, we missed you last night. I'm so glad to see you. Josie's grandson turned 16 yesterday. Can y'all remember when y'all turned 16? I actually can remember when I turned 16. I mean, I really can. We didn't do birthday parties or anything in my family. Didn't have birthday cakes or anything like that. But I turned 16. I'll let y'all in on a little secret. My oldest sister is 22 months older than I am. The one that comes in the chat, Mimi. She and her best friend that she moved in with when she left home. I would go spend the weekend with them when they moved out, and we would go out dancing and stuff. And I was getting in places that I probably shouldn't. Well, I knew I shouldn't have been going, because you had to be 18, but they never carded me. They never, because I always looked older, and I was always built, older. I was well endowed, so, and I always looked older than what I really was. So they never carded me. So I was going out when I was 16 years old with my oldest sister and her best friend, and we'd go to country nightclubs where there was country music, line dancing, two-stepping, all this good country music back then, But Josie's grandson had a birthday, and she wasn't at the auction last night. And oh, was she missed. I really missed her. Y'all need to go check out Josie's channel. Josie tells it like it is. She has another channel called Josie Cares. And she talks more on that channel about things that she has been through in her life, or she gives advice. Josie used to be a nurse. Well, I guess she still is a nurse. She's just not practicing nursing. She doesn't work anywhere. She's retired. But we always have a good time at their auctions. I know I talk about that all the time, but y'all come on over and join it. It's so much fun. She'll be tomorrow. She'll be back with the ladies that I call the Golden Girls. Oh, by the way, I tell them all the time that I'm writing a book about them, because Dawn is the storyteller. Okay, so Dee, she's the silly one. Then you have Josie, that just the one that tells it like it is. And now Josie does have a sense of humor now, I have to tell you. And it's just, they complement each other really well. Really well. Ashley's in there. She knows what I'm talking about. Ella. Ella, thank you for letting me borrow your penthouse today. I really appreciate it. It's really nice in here, Ella. You keep it really, really clean. Actually, I'm afraid to even walk around with anything to drink. But I know your maid to come in and clean it up. I'm not worried about that. But thank you for letting me borrow your penthouse. Yeah, I don't know if what Josie's plans are today. If she's going to catch up on some, she sews. She's a crafter. She does jewelry boxing videos. Ella's in the middle of an auction right now, and she's over here at my channel. Love you, Ella. Thank you. Oh, T, thank you. Super chat, super chat, super chat. Woo! Thank you, T. You're so sweet. I got a little animal coming. I'm not going to tell you what kind of animal. That's going to sing out the super chat song and happy birthday or whatever else I want to say into it. Oh, does T have a birthday tomorrow? Awesome. Well, happy early birthday, T. I hope all your wishes come true. There's the Bud Files. Hello, how are you? If I had won, I had plans to pay my car off and give money to Tamara for the kids and give money to Tracy for future coffee orders. But it wasn't in the cards. It's okay. Happy for the winners. Yeah, that's what I said. Well, I said a little prayer and said, Lord, whoever needs it the most, please let them win. And it was good. Yeah, CJ, he's a cutie. And when I've met him twice. We've met up twice or 3 times. I can't remember. And we've met in Vicksburg twice, I think. And we went to eat together. And oh my gosh, he is the same person he is when you meet him as he is on camera. So he's a sweetheart. There's the girl, Sassy Mary. There she is. Now, you should have seen Sassy Mary. She dresses up now during Tracy and Colleen's lives. She'll dress up. They'll turn the camera over to her and she'll have all this stuff on. Which I've got a few little costumes that I'm going to be wearing on my lives in the near future. And I think it's neat for my chat to see me and dress up a little bit. Josie said, I remember when I was 16. Yep, I do. Do y'all remember? Does anybody else remember when you were 16? The Bud File said, I remember when I was 16, I was a rambunctious teen. We really couldn't let my mom know that I was going out with my sisters and her best friend, which I'm pretty sure she knew it. We just didn't talk about it. But, because she knew what my sister and her best friend would do on the weekends. And I would go down there on Friday evening after school, and stay till Sunday. Well, they didn't stay home and spend the weekend with me. We went out. So I'm sure she knew. I went to my first science fiction convention at 16, 100 miles from home without my parents. Me and my BFF, Leah, on a Greyhound bus to Anaheim, California. Wow. You're welcome, Josie. You know I love you, girl. Josie and I have a lot in common. We really do. There's Mercy, and I do not want to butcher that name. Welcome in. If this is your first time here, welcome in, where we have no drama, no bullying, no bad talking in the chat. It's all fun and games over here. Yeah, Sassy, I need to talk to you about Lori being your daughter. We need to talk about that, which I'm very happy about that, I have to say. And I agree that she should be your daughter, and I'm happy about that. But hey, now I'm moving in on that. Okay, I can't be letting Lori get in there without me being a part of that. Whether I'm a cousin or a friend or whatever I am. I'm moving on in over there. I had to add that. Yes, off today. Ashley's going to work on a. Ashley, I'm going to work. Oh, yeah, she does junk journals. That's right. Y'all, I have got to get my stuff together. I have bought several Christmas presents already and stocking stuffers, and I've put them in boxes in different places. And now I can't remember what I've gotten and what I haven't gotten. So I've got to get it all out to separate it. Well, when I put it in the box, I would put each person's name on it, like my son-in-law's name or Taylor's name or Haley's name, Matt, Berkeley. And I've even bought Lincoln some things. But they're all in different boxes. And I told James, I said, there's no telling how much stuff I have bought already because I started buying the 1st of October. And luckily, Berkeley and Matt have a birthday in December. So if I've gotten extra, I can give something that I got already for them for their birthday. So I'm covered on that. Oh, bye, Jessica. Sassy saying, hey, heifer cakes. Oh, Crafty Songbird said, I took off and got married when I was 16. Oh, Lord, I can't imagine being married at 16. Oh, my goodness, no. Nope, 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 nope. When I was 16, I was taking care of my brother Billy, who was in a wheelchair, so my mom could go to work with my dad just to get a break. Dad was a salesman on the road, and she would go with him just to get out. Oh, I can understand that. There's the corner clubhouse. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you? Cool guy. Very cool, smooth guy right there. Y'all got to go check him out. He really is a cool guy. There, LOL, Angie, family is welcome. Purple Winks. Hello, hello, hello. Now, Purple doesn't show her face on karaoke, but she sings. And it just has her name under there. That's another one of those late night channels that I lurk and then go in and just speak and, just listen to the music. But, excuse me. But she sings. Purple sings on that YouTube channel. Well, I'm glad that I'm accepted into part of the family. That's more than I could say about some of my family that I have now. They just tolerate me because I'm genetically connected to them. I don't know if y'all have family like that, but I love them all. There's Scott Gold. Hello, hello, Scott. Scott's a sweetheart. He is connected to Miss Southern Belle, and they do have lives on their channels where they get up on the panel and they'll color and talk about different things. Scott is so sweet. I can't imagine him hurting anybody. He's a sweetheart. Y'all need to check his channel out. We're going to talk about some things as soon as I get through to the bottom of this welcoming everybody. Thank you, Josie, for doing that. Okay, so we're going to get right into the conversation this morning because I don't really know how long this conversation is going to take, or it may fall flat. I don't really know how far it's going to go. But I have to tell y'all something. And y'all know this as well as I do, okay? Well, hey, Bev, how are you? Welcome in. I haven't seen you in so long. Welcome to my live chat. Okay, so, all right, how do I want to start this conversation off? Well, we all the time talk about drama, okay? How some channels are just drama and then other channels are not. I don't allow it in my house. That's a zero tolerance. You'll have to be booted. I mean, that's just one of the rules. I mean, don't get mad after you get booted out after I've told you there will be no drama. Now you have a right to express your opinion in an adult way here on my channel, but don't, and we all know what that's like, or we should know how to handle things as adults, but some people don't, I guess. Got married at 16 and stayed married for 45 years. Wow, Carol, that's awesome. Found true love at 16. All right. Hey, Judy Mae Collins, my sister, how are you? Welcome in. Judy Mae just celebrated her 60th birthday, and she went on a trip with her sister. It was nice. They had a good time. It looked like they had a good time. Hey, Dow Stars. I want to tell y'all something. Dow Stars has got a great channel. She knows CJ really well. And that's how I met Dow Stars. And she's not far from 500, I think. Y'all need to go over there and connect with Dow Stars because she has history. She talks a lot about history. She makes jewelry, beautiful jewelry. And she really has very good content. So y'all need to go over there and check her out. Everybody's speaking. I want to get to the bottom so we can talk about this subject I want to talk about. So before we get into uproar about this topic, I want to let y'all know that we're going to handle this like adults, because I don't see anybody in here that cannot handle this, which is not really anything bad. But I've been telling you, I've been sitting up late at night because I hadn't been able to sleep. And I've been going through the different channels. I am just shocked at some of the content that is on these late night channels. And thank goodness they're late night. I mean, goodness. Because if it was in the daytime, it really wouldn't work if it was in the daytime. You have people that come out at night that would say things that wouldn't say things during the daylight. Most things are hit that are not good or done in the dark, at nighttime. But if you have to hide something, it's wrong. It's the wrong thing to do. If you have to sneak around and do it, okay? If you have to keep it a secret, then it's wrong. But anyway, I won't be naming any names of these channels. I won't be giving a specific name. But several of these channels that I've been going to at night have just been, and I won't stay there very long because some of them get so bad that I can't take it. I'm like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. And these are people that used to have a channel in the daytime, but now they have a channel at night. And I don't know if y'all ever feel this way, but you feel like you know somebody and then something happens on their channel and then you see them in a different light. And once you see something, you can't unsee it, And it's not that you don't love that person or care about that person anymore, but you just can't frequent that channel anymore because you don't see that person the same way. And it's not just on YouTube. That's in real life, too. You don't see the person the way you used to see them. Has that ever happened to y'all? Everybody speaking. Hey, Sister Vicky, how are you? Welcome in. So there's this channel that I was watching. Yes, indeed. Some people are not at all of what they seem. Well, true, very true. In this one channel that I've been watching, these is having a disagreement with this other channel. Okay, imagine that. Can you imagine that that's going on YouTube? That you and this other channel are having a conflict? I know it's crazy. Right. So what do? They get on there and they start hashing it out on YouTube late at night. And the words that was coming out of this person's mouth on this late night channel, I was just sitting there going, I never knew you at all. Who is this person? I mean, the anger and the bitterness and the lashing out, I just could not believe. Now, I don't know the other person that this person was having a conflict. I don't know those people. But this person on this YouTube channel was letting this other channel just have it. I mean, literally have it. And the people in this person's chat was saying, just calm down. Don't get that upset. That's what they want you to do and all this stuff. I literally felt bad. And like, I just had to stop and say a prayer. I was like, Lord, don't let this go on. You know, heal these hearts of these people, because whatever they were arguing about was not even worth what they were putting themselves through. All the energy they were taking to argue and bicker back and forth, all that energy that they were using, it was just crazy. I had never seen nothing like it in my life. Well, that's not on YouTube. Now, I have seen arguing in real life. Nora. The cool kid walked in. There's James. Hello. Angie, a wise woman once told me, be aware of sheep in wolf's clothing. Laney. Yes. Now, I can recognize it. I have that, you can call it a gift or a curse. Ever how you will. Sometimes I think it's a curse because I can see too much that a lot of people can't see. And I just don't go around it. Well, I wasn't expecting what was happening when I went into this channel. I didn't actually go into the chat, but when I was lurking, yes, I lurk. It's a confession. I made it. I do. I wasn't expecting it to be what I was hearing. So when I went on and all the screaming was going on this channel, I was like, what is wrong? What happened? Well, I listened for a few minutes and I figured out. I never did figure out the other channel, because I don't know what channel that the dispute was against. I had never heard of that channel. And this person was only going by first name, so I couldn't look the channel up. Not that I wanted to. But I was like, now these people should be asleep. You know, they're up with this much energy, bickering back and forth. They should be listening to soothing music, trying to get some rest. Now, this is not young people. I'm not talking about early 20s. You know, you can kind of see back then, if you were in your early 20s, you might have something to prove. But when you get up in your, I would say, late 30s, 40s, 50s, on up, you shouldn't have anything to prove. So you shouldn't be arguing, you know, the battles. You got to pick and choose your battles, you know. But not this channel. Woo! They were, like I said, I only stayed a few minutes and I was out. And when I clicked out of there, I just took a deep breath and went, oh my goodness, I feel like I have fought a war. And I wasn't even in it. And I felt that stressed out. So I started praying. I was like, Lord, get this away from me. I don't need this. I mean, it was just like I could feel like what was coming off that channel. And then I started praying for the people that were involved in the channel, saying, Lord, change their hearts. Don't let them do this. Now, if you had, I think a lot of people do that to build their channel up, you know. But if I have to build my channel up by drama, I don't want that. Maybe some people do. I don't know. I don't. I don't want that. There's a channel I watch and this during the day and I love it. The young lady is very funny and engaging, but her mouth is filthy. I can't really watch and I hate it. Yeah, that's a bad thing. Is when they have a filthy mouth and you're not used to it. Which don't get me wrong, I've probably heard every word imaginable, but I don't like to sit and listen to it. But I don't condemn anybody that, I mean, if that's where you are on your journey, I'm not the one to tell you to change. There's only one person that can change you. And all I can do is pray for you and love you. So, you know, I see so much phony on here. I just don't know anymore. One day they're loving each other, and the next day, Matt, I know. That is what's so, it's like you see these little kids in school write you this little note. Do you want to be friends? Check yes or no. And then, you're buddy. And then the next day, you want to be friends with this one. And you can't have three. This has to be two. You don't want to be the odd man out. But me, 3, 4, 5, I don't care what number it is. I'm inclusive. I'm including everybody. Lori, thank you. I absolutely love Serena singing me happy birthday, and I love you, my friend. It would make me uncomfortable being in a chat with people back. Oh yeah, I don't even go in. I don't even go in at all. I'm like, I'm out. If like you'll know, I'm not a lovey-dovey, huggy, kissy kind of lady, but I love in my way. Well, that's just who you are, Vicky. I mean, you don't have to be that way. I used to never be a lovey-huggy, huggy, whatever type of person. I wasn't that way. I know that might be hard for y'all to believe, but when I was back in my 20s, no. But after I had kids, I don't know. And I don't know if it was being a part of James's family and they were huggers, or I don't know. I just changed. I guess God changed me. I prayed that I would be loving toward my children. I guess by me praying that I became loving toward everybody, and I could see that that's what it was all about. Was just reaching out and loving people and caring about people. And you do that in your own way, Vicky. And that's just who you are. And it's fine. Hey, Clarissa. How are you? Welcome in. Oh, thank you, Vicky. I really appreciate it. James is at work, or I would have a fire going in the fireplace. Where is it? No, where is it? I can't point on this screen. It's back there somewhere. I'm not an innocent, but I do have big family that I would not want them to see me in a bad light. Want my grandchildren to feel comfortable when they see me. Yes, exactly, Sassy. That's the main reason that I started my YouTube channel, was because when something happens to me and I'm no longer here, I want my children and grandchildren to be able to go over to my channel and see who I really am. I'm not pretending at all. What you see is what you get. Now, do I come on here hurting and I'm in pain? Yeah, but I'm not going to talk about that all the time. But my family already sees that in me. But I want them to see me in a positive light. I don't want to disgrace them in some way. I don't want them to think that I'm a big gossip and that I'm a talebearer, or that I start things, or if I'm mean to someone. I don't want them to see that when I'm no longer here, And I don't think some people even think of that or even care about if, that that's on here forever. You know what I'm saying? When you do a YouTube channel. Vicky, Angie said it's her pool. Yeah, y'all can come on over. We got good weather. Y'all can see out there. We got good weather. Y'all can come over as well. Angie, sometimes I feel like show people too much of me, but I hope I'm giving people good. No, no, no. The way I feel about you don't, Jenny Mae. I'll just tell you that. As far as I can see, you don't do that. But when somebody's real, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent, I can respect somebody that is kind of like just speaks their mind and just who they are. I can respect that, and I appreciate it. I want somebody that's real than to have somebody phony and pretend, you know, that they like me or they pretend that they like others. I don't know. I've always been a huggy, kissy person. My mom was the same way. I'm doing good, Miss Angie, and thank you for asking. That's right, Claudette. She's not. I get too excited and start twisting my words. It's embarrassing, and I still get butterflies in my stomach. Oh, you don't worry about that, Judy Mae. You are fine. I think everybody gets butterflies. I think everybody does. Thank you, Miss Southern Belle. Welcome in. But let me say this to y'all. When you see somebody that has a channel, okay, let's just put it like this. And they are nice and they speak to everybody in kind. And the next thing you know, they come on and they're having it out with somebody. Now I understand that people have an anger side because we all have the emotion of anger. I mean, it was given to us. It was God given. He gave us that emotion. But the Bible says, be angry and sin not. But so you can be angry. It's a valid thing, but it's just how you use it. But you see these people that come on and they say one thing and then something happens and they do a 360. And it's like, wait a minute. Was yesterday the way they really were? Or today, is that really who they are? Uh, Now, I can see you getting upset when somebody talks about you or tells something that's not true about you, and you have a right to defend yourself. But just to start in on somebody over something that's not even important, then I can't look at that person the same way anymore. I can't. I don't have a desire to go back to their channel. And then when they want to switch back to their other self and expect you to just forget about what happened, which I can forget about it. You did it. I didn't do it. But I don't just see them, and I'm not judging them. I mean, you may think that I am, but I'm not. I'm just giving you factual of what I observed from that person. Uh, Especially if you don't come back and say, look, I was having a bad day yesterday when I went live. I've lashed out at some people and I am so sorry. This, and this was going on, but that's not really who I am. And would y'all please try to understand that? That would go a long way. But then all these people that acted one way, then done something that was like, I can't believe that person did that. Never says anything about it, just keeps it going. Just keeps it going, keeps it going. Now, they say their side, you say your side, let it go. But this channel I was watching the other night, late at night, this is like the third time they've come on and rehashed all the same subject. I was like, y'all are running this in the ground and breaking it all. I mean, stop with this. It's just silly. But I do have those ladies on my prayer list. I'm like, these ladies, like I said, I don't see anything wrong with you defending yourself when somebody attacks you. I don't see anything wrong with it. But then you see these people that you befriend on Facebook. They say they've changed, but then again, they really haven't. But who we're not to judge. Then they wonder why you don't come back to their channel, or they don't understand why you don't. Well, we're all adults. We can choose where we want to go and whose channel we want to go to. I feel like this. You're here because you want to be. It's like Ella says, and I feel the same way. That's why she and I get along so well. She's over there having her auction. She pushes people to other people's channel. I do the same thing. If you want to be here, you'll be here. If you want to be at somebody else's live, you'll be there. I'm not going to tell you to be here, and I'm not going to be angry if you're not here. We're still friends. I still love you if you are at somebody else's chat. I mean, I'm happy when you come in, but I'm not going to be angry to say, oh, well, I support their channel all the time, and they never come into my channel. I'm not going to ever go back to their channel anymore. No, that's not what I'm going to do, because you want to be here, you'll be here. If I want to be at yours, I'll be there. If you have things you need to do, go do them. You feel awkward online? Oh, you do great, Christina. You do great. To me, those fake people that act one way, then completely turn around in another minute. Yeah. Yeah, and some people act nice to get attention, and they act angry to get attention. I don't do this to get attention. I do this because I love being with you all. I love talking to y'all. I I love for us to share and talk and laugh and joke, and then our serious talks. I learn so much from you all. It's not, I don't have a hidden agenda, but a lot of people have a hidden agenda about what they're doing. YouTube is a mixed match of sane, crazy, good, bad, real, fake people. Yes, you're exactly right, Vicky. That's made up of all kinds. I feel like I'm having a replay of my life sometimes. I wouldn't mind it if it would be good. I think you're just fine, Miss Southern Belle. I think you have a great channel. Telling the truth isn't judging unfairly. It's using your discernment, and we all do that. Yes, because you have to have that red flag go up in you to let you know, don't go there, don't go there, or this is wrong, or this isn't right. Now, I'm going to confess this to you all. I have been in church before. You know, and a lot of people worship the preacher instead of God. And our pastor would say something, I would go, wait a minute. I'm going to have to go home and look that scripture up again, because I just don't think that's what that scripture says. I don't know if that's what that... He's human. You can't always take what he says as the gospel. He's just a messenger that's delivering the message. So I would come home, get my Bible out, not to try to prove him wrong, but because I had this red flag going up in me going, no, I don't think that's what that meant. I don't think that's what that says. And that's where people get hurt, is because they follow people instead of following whatever religion they are. You know, they put all their faith in their pastor. Like I heard even my relatives say, well, brother so-and-so said we should do this, so we're going to do it. I'm like, don't you think you need to ask God what you need to do? Why are you asking brother so-and-so? human like you are. He makes mistakes just like you do. You know, he whites his honey the same way you do, front to back or back to front. And if he does it any different than that, I want to know about it. I think people need a Snickers candy bar so they'll get to their old self. Yeah. If it was that easy, Miss. Yeah, if it was that easy. Well, there's my brother, the handicapped traveler. I am at the end of your chat, and I have been missing you a lot, busy and tired. But I've actually thought about you this morning before I went live. I said, I wonder if my brother's going to be in there today. Because I've been missing you. I hope everything's okay. There's Jason. Welcome in. I bite my tongue so hard on YouTube, I think it might bleed. Angie, your channel saves me money and gives me time to listen and crochet. Thank you, Sassy. And we hadn't even got to the questions yet, but they're coming up. I am the same way in real life as I am on YouTube. I always like to look for the chuckle. Yes. I don't want to have to keep up with lies. You know, if you tell the truth, you don't have to think about what you're going to say or what you said in the past, and you can't keep up. When you lie, you can't keep up with the last lie you told. So if you just tell the truth, there you are. And the truth is, I'm just me, just who I am. There are people that are just about the numbers. They act one way to get the numbers. They want one, they get them, they start to change. That's when I stop going to the page. I sub nice people, not fake. Yes. Oh gosh, you are talking about some important stuff. Oh no, not really that important. I say thank you, Lord, for this day, and or bad. I think yes. I don't need a Snickers bar, but it will make me sick from the peanuts. Oh goodness. Sassy mom, that's why I love you. I have never called anyone else mom besides my own mom. I feel honored that you like me enough to be your adopted daughter. You are real. I can tell. Oh, Sassy is real. Sassy is real. Phony. Photos and anxieties. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for dropping by. It's so good to see you. Andrew's Northwest Coins. Welcome in, Andrew. Thank you for coming by. I've lied before, probably will. Oh, well, everybody lies. Let me tell you, that's the truest statement I can tell you. Everybody lies, okay? I'm talking about somebody that gets on, let's just say, that just lies to make conversation and just lies to make themselves look better, or lies about somebody else just to make somebody, to put the light on somebody else. Now, that's totally different when you're trying to harm somebody. Okay, let's get started on these questions. That's the prequel to what's coming. So y'all beware of these questions. They're a little different than what we've been talking about. All right, the first thing I have on here, which I think we already covered, my question was, do you think people intentionally have drama on their channel to build their channel up? And most of us agree, yeah. Some people that can't build their channel do something dramatic to build their numbers up, I think. I don't know if y'all feel the same way, but I feel like they do. When I lie, it's so not to hurt someone's feelings. No reason, no other reason but that. Photos Against Anxiety said, yeah, I think they do. And another thing that really gets to me about YouTube, I know some YouTubers are closer to other YouTubers than, some. But when you get to the point where you think it's us four and no more, you have this group of people, I heard that all my life. My grandmother would say, be careful, Hank, you don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't always let it be us four and no more. Which I know in your lifetime, she also told me that you would have the best friends you'll ever have, you can count on one hand. That you'll be able to say that you can really trust. You'll have a lot of friends and a lot of acquaintances, but you'll have few diehard friends. But I think that this thing with the people trying to build their channel, no matter at what cost, I'm not going to lose my integrity for numbers. I'm not going to do that. My integrity is intact. I'm not going to put that. That's non-negotiable. I'm not going to. No, I'm not going to do that. I think people have drama should have to show their face. Well, I agree, but a lot of people won't show their face because I don't know if they're really ashamed of what they do, but you can say stuff behind closed doors. Like a lot of these things that people say on YouTube, they wouldn't come to your house and say it. I know they wouldn't come to my house if somebody was doing me like that, because that wouldn't go over very well. I'm going to tell you right now, not only with me, but Mr. It's Me would, no, that would not go over well. Most definitely, I believe people have the trauma to spike their ratings. I have seen it. Yeah. I might be wrong, but I like a good fight now and then. Just say, oh, I was lurking. I'm not gonna dispute that, Mickey. I was lurking because I wanted to know kind of what the story was. I wasn't saying. I knew when it got to the point of, okay, this is stressing me out, I've got to leave. I knew I wasn't staying after that. And when I realized it was over nothing, that it wasn't even going to matter in a few hours, it wasn't going to matter today, it wasn't going to matter next week. I mean, why do you want to waste that much energy over nothing? I just don't get that. Yes, people do drama to get subs. Unfortunately, people enjoy drama. Not me, I'm drama free. Yeah, your daddy told you that, Vicky? Yeah. I always listened to older people when I was growing up. Nowadays I don't think a lot of the young people really hang out with older people to get the wisdom that older people have. And they don't listen to the stories that we can tell and the lessons we've learned to be able to go. And sometimes when you do tell them, they look at you like, I don't care what you're saying. I know when I subbed at the school, when I worked over there and was taught and was a substitute teacher, that kids, they didn't care what adults said. They were going to do what they wanted to do. I have my channel to honestly support others like me who suffer. Yes, agreed. I like having a calm debate with someone about something we disagree with through harsh. Yeah, I'm the same way. If you want to disagree with me, I think that's great. I don't want to be around somebody that agrees with me all the time. I would think something was up. I mean, James and I have been married 36 years. Do you think we've always seen eye to eye? No, ma'am, we haven't. I keep it organic. Hi there, lovely people. Came over from. Well, hello, Goldie. Welcome in, sweetheart. Glad you're here. I would call you out anywhere if you cross my lines or attack my baby. Oh, now that's another thing when a mama's babies get attacked. The mother hen, the mother bear, all that stuff starts coming out. Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all the story, and James would kill me if he knew I told y'all, because he's really not a bad person, okay? James is a very loving husband, but let me tell y'all the story. So when Matt graduated high school, we were going to have lunch with James's mom. She was in a facility. We were going to take her out to eat fish and or whatever she wanted. It was a steakhouse. It was Don's Steak or Don's Fish House somewhere in Louisiana. So we go pick her up, and I was ambulatory at the time, so I could walk. So we go pick her up. We're in the car. She's in the front. The kids and I are in the back. We pull up at the restaurant, and James pulls up to the door to let her out because she's on a walker. Okay. So he didn't want her to walk very far to get in the restaurant. So when he pulls up to stop, the guy in the back was in a truck. He just lays down on the horn. I said, oh my goodness, this is not good. This is not good for him to do that. So I look at James and say, ignore it. Don't worry about it. Just let it go. Because I know that James's temperature went from 0 to 9,000. I know that. I've been married to him. So James just goes over and pulls into a spot and lets the guy go by. Well, Matt had just graduated high school. He gets out after I had told James not to say anything. I had no idea that Matt was going to say something. So Matt kind of walks around because the guy had pulled around back. Unbeknownst to us, his girlfriend worked at this restaurant and he was there to pick her up. Well, Matt walks around where the guy is and says, hey, why did you blow the... He's talking just like this. Hey, why did you blow the horn? We were just trying to let my grandmother out. She's disabled and we were trying to get her in there so she wouldn't have to walk very far. Well, this guy starts saying, I don't give a blankety blank about your grandmother or what. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Well, when James heard that, he walks around Matt and says, what did you say? Now, this is James's mother that the guy's talking about. James said, excuse me, what did you say? And he said, you heard me, you blankety blank. You heard what I said. Well, when he did, James started walking up to him. When the guy started walking up closer, I said, oh, Lord, no. This isn't about to happen right here in this parking lot. I know it's not. Now, you have to think about it. This was in 2009 now. My son graduated high school in 2009. So they're right in each other's face like this. And I'm like, we're okay as long as the guy doesn't swing on James. Because I know James is not going to throw the first punch. I know he's not. I've just been married to him long enough to know. What does the guy do? The guy reaches back and hits James, okay? Well, when he does, James just grabs... Now, this is all going on. Taylor's in the 8th grade. Matt just graduated high school. His mom's up in her 70s. I'm not ill at the time, so, I'm okay. Except the fact that he starts hitting this guy. I'm talking about he will not let up. James will not let up on this guy. He just keeps pounding and pounding. And my kids have never seen James that angry in their life. I had never seen him that angry. And I kept screaming, let him up, James, you're going to kill him. Let him up, James, you're going to kill him. And he just kept pounding on him. I was like, oh gosh, he's fixing to go to jail. This man's fixing to be in the ICU. What? No, this cannot be happening. All we wanted to do was just bring your mother out to eat. So finally, James lets him up. The guy is crawling underneath his... the guy crawls underneath his truck. James pulls him back out. And James kept saying, you had enough? Have you had enough? And the guy kept saying no. Well, James just kept hitting. Well, finally, I screamed out, let him go. So James lets go of it. Well, then the guy, Matt, he swung at James again. And when the guy got up, his glasses was broke. He was bleeding. James didn't have a scratch on him. and he tried to grab Matt. Well, the guy's girlfriend runs out of the restaurant and says, I'm calling the police. And James said, that's the best thing you can do is call the police. Well, my head is hurting so bad because my blood pressure is so high. I cannot believe we have driven all the way to Louisiana and James has got in a brawl like a redneck hillbilly at a restaurant, acting like he don't have any sense at all. I mean, I just cannot believe it. And so the police show up. James looks at me and says, go on in the restaurant. I said, well, who do I need to call about if you go to jail? Who do I need to call to help me get you out? He said, don't worry about it. Just go on in the restaurant, get Mama in there, and I'll be there in a minute. So we go over there where Taylor is. Taylor's in shock, bless her heart. James's mama is not even an inch worried about it. She's kind of, taking it in stride. And Taylor said, do you know what Grandma said to me? And I said, what? She said, I looked at her and said, Memo, I don't want to eat at this restaurant. We need to leave. And she said, she looked over at me and said, oh, don't worry about it, honey. Your daddy's just whooping somebody's, and we're going to go on in here and eat. I said, oh, my Lord. She never got upset about it at all. She just said, he's going to beat this guy up, and we're going to be fine. So we're in there sitting in the restaurant waiting on James or the cop to come in and tell me where James is going to be to go pick him up from jail, pay my $300 or $400 or whatever. So James walks in with this big grin on his face, and I said, what happened? What's wrong? Where do I need to go? He said, oh, no, everything's fine. I said, oh, no, everything's not fine. You just you went off the rocker. What is wrong? And he said, I was defending my family. Nobody's going to talk about my family like that. And he swung first. And I had to defend myself. So he said the cop asked James what happened. And the whole time he was talking to James, the guy was just trying to get to James. And he said the cop looked at the guy and said, I'm not going to tell you again. Hush. Stop talking. And he asked the guy that he wanted to file charges against James. And the guy was like, no. And he asked James that he wanted to file charges against him. And James said no. So it was all a wash. But y'all, I have never seen James that angry out of all the years that we have been married. He lit into this guy, and I kept screaming, you're going to kill him. You're going to kill him. Let him up. Let him up. So that's a hidden story within our family that a lot of people don't know. And then the guys at work started saying, hey, man, I saw you on YouTube. I saw you got in a fight on YouTube. So that's a hidden story. And by looking at James, you would never think he would be that type of person. My wife and myself together 15 years, and all them years, I love and respect my wife. She is an amazing woman. When I've gotten in trouble, she'd bail me out or stood by me. Oh, I've stood by James for 36 years. And I've always had to be the one to go, stop, James. Don't do that, James. Don't get upset about it. And just kind of like be his conscience. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, it was something else that day. And we just sat down and had our meal. Took her back to the facility that she was in. But his mama laughed about it the whole time. She never got upset at all. And we were all just devastated. Myself and the kids, she acted like it wasn't nothing. But they're from Louisiana. And I don't know if you know Louisiana people. They just take things differently than we do. The best part is when someone says or does wrong to my wife, she unleashes me from the chain she holds. Yeah. Wine Cellar Lounge. Welcome in. And James will tell you today, because we talked about it, he said, I don't like for you to bring that story up. I'm not proud of that story. I wished I had never done that. I wish I had never been pushed that far. He don't really like to talk about it. But Papa bears are just bad as mama bears. Don't mess with our. Yep, you're right. My wife's only 5 foot tall, 100 pounds. I'm 6'1" and 210. Oh wow. Yep, we learned at a young age how to handle situations. James knew just how much woodshed that guy needed. And he kept asking the guy, "Have you had enough? Have you had enough?" And the crazy guy kept saying no. And I was like, "Say yes, guy. Say yes. Why are you saying no?" Louisiana, yes, we can handle it when it comes up to our family. Yeah, if he would have never swung at James, and they didn't approach this guy in an angry way. They just said, "Look, guy, look, man, we were just trying to get my grandmother and my mother out of the car because she's handicapped." And he went into this foul language, went to acting crazy all up in James's face. I was like, "Oh my goodness, here we go." Okay, next question. Okay, this is a good one. Y'all can answer this really well. At what cost will you go to in order to build your channel? At what cost will you go to? Oh yeah, men. I can. Yeah, I can understand that, Dan. I can, because James Smith lost it. I mean, I had been married to him at that time a lot of years, but I had never seen that much anger come out of that man, and my children had not seen it either. But it wasn't toward us. It was because he thought somebody was, you know, attacking us. I'm nice and calm all the time, but when it comes to my family, this mama bear turns completely around when my family is involved. Yeah, yeah. And we didn't know this guy. This guy could have pulled a knife on James. He could have done anything. That's what I told James after it was over with. I said, "You didn't know? You didn't know what was going to happen." Oh, yeah. Well, I have my little weapon with me, too, always. And James does, too. Nowadays, you have to. You have to protect yourself. So, you all that have content on your channel, what cost will you go to build your channel? Um, I'm not going to go over to the drama side. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I'm not going to be phony. I'm just going to continue to do me. If you want to come over to where I am, come on. You're welcome. You can be a part of my channel. But I'm not going over to the drama side. I'm not going over to he said, she said, or I'm not going over to, oh, you have to be mad at this channel because I don't like this channel. I'm not playing that game. You know, uh, if I ever do think that one side's right and the other one's wrong, I'm not going to show it between either one of them. If I'm not involved in it, I'm speaking to both sides. I'm not going to say, oh, you treated this person real bad, so I'm not going to have anything to do with you. Now, I'll probably not support you like I used to do before all of it happened, but I'm not going to be ugly to you. Now, I have seen some creators say, that if they get angry at somebody, I'm never going to speak to you again. I'm never going to acknowledge you in chats. I'm never going to have anything to do with you. I mean, that's them. That's their choice, but I'm not going to do that. Let me see what Miss Southern Belle said. I saw her comment. Go back up here. Papa Smurf said something I wanted to read. Yeah, we learn at a young age how to handle. Yeah, that's true. I think I read that. Let's see. Let's go. I don't have a channel, but if I did, I would be truthful and honest. I would never play the fake game to get subs like me, or leave me. Simple as that. Yeah. I don't think I go to any means to grow my channel. I'm amazed at how many supporters we have. I'm just having fun. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Leon, how are you? Yeah, some people might say, well, if you stay neutral, then you're riding the fence. No, I'm not riding the fence. I just know that from experience, two people in an argument that you're very close to, you choose a side and the next day they're back together and you've done bashed the side that they're against, then you're the out. You're the one that looks bad. So I'm not doing that. I'm not going to play nice and pretend go with crowd on here. Yeah, you got to be yourself. I'm going to the point of learning new things that may help the people. So my channel to go to do silly clickbait stuff just to grow my channel. Never. I'm too up. Yeah, I don't like the clickbait thing. That turns me. I'm just like, and I'm going to tell you something else, and y'all will give y'all's opinion about this. Y'all might not. There's a name for this, and I'm going to tell you the name. But these soft beggar channels, these people that get on there and they start talking about how they need you to send them this and they don't have this, and they can't pay their bills, and they can't do. Well, it's not your fault the reason they can't pay their bills, and it's not your fault that they need this or that. If we didn't have YouTube, what would they do? But I have frequented several channels that I say to you, some people have called me a soft beggar, but I'm really not. I'm not a soft beggar. Well, yeah, you are, because you're doing it right now. Because the next word will be, but if you want to send something to my PayPal, our light bill was $600 this month, and I don't know how we're going to pay it. But I also need such and such for my computer to go on with my YouTube channel. I'm like, okay, I'm out. I am out. I don't mind helping people. I love that. But I have to feel in my heart that that's what I want to do. I don't like people. And it's not just one time. It's this person comes on every time their channel goes live about they need this. They don't have the money for this. They've been to food banks. They didn't like what was at the food bank. They would like this. They would like that. And my heart goes out to people like that. But it's not our place to bring that person on as a dependent. Now, if you want to help that person, go ahead, but it's not for you to bring them on as a dependent and just continually take care of them. I don't think that. Well, I know as being funny to my friends and family, so it would be natural. A lot of people don't think I have a sense of humor, but I really do. Another thing that gets me, some channels, if you don't agree with how the host feels, they block you from their channel. What happened to your yes. That's what I'm saying. You have to be real harsh in my channel to get blocked. I'm going to tell you that. But once you're blocked, you're not getting unblocked. I'm just going to tell you that. That is crazy how, yes, some channels in the coin community like that I've been blocked because I go to channels that folks dislike each other. I know, it's like children. I like all the same on here. I like you all the same on here. I may be close relationships with a few on here, but you're all equal to me. Right. God will protect us if we're doing good. I told a friend that was a woman that her husband was cheating. Was cheating. Okay. Only time I would say something is if I feel the person was wrongfully treated by other said by a person. Broke her heart. That was me that told her I will never again. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, you won't follow me. I tell people I have a coffee link if they would. Uh, no, that's totally different. That's not what I'm talking about, man. You know that. Quit being silly. You know I'm not talking about you, brother. I don't like it when people constantly play the feel sorry for me game just to get money or something from others. That's just wrong. Yeah. I automatically not dropping in there again. Right. Well, hey, Norma, how are you? Welcome in. All right, next question. All right. How many of you lurk? How many of you lurk when you know that there's a situation going on between two channels? How many of y'all lurk to see what's going on and don't actually go into the chat? How many of y'all do that? I've already confessed that I do that. I lurk. If you watch a person being hurt in any way and don't try to help them, I can't do that. True. Christina said, I'm a lurker. Vicky said, I'm a lurker. I think we all do. I think we all lurk. I think we all are lurkers. I really do. But I'm only going to stay for a few minutes if I can't tolerate it. I'm not going to make someone make me cause me to be sick or my peace to be interrupted. If you interrupt my peace, out. I'm not doing that. I don't have time to have so many channels to catch up. That's called soap opera watching. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I have and also go and look to see if I like the channel. Yeah. But like I said, I'm not going to stay long. And here's the thing. You hear both sides doing something or just one side. And you don't really know if you know the entire story. You don't know the entire story. It may look like somebody's the being mean to somebody, but you don't know what that person has done to cause that person to lash out like that. You may know, you may not know. And when I don't know the whole story, I'm definitely not getting in the middle of it. Because, if you don't know the whole story, you don't know the whole story. I lurk though because I do not feel well and don't want to chat much. That's understood. So Angie, my fur baby needs $10,000 for surgery. She's 2 years old. I have been told to open a GoFundMe account for her. I'm torn. Well, the way I feel about that, if you're not one to come on every time you go live, now I watch one channel because my husband always says, "What does so and so have this? What were they asking money for today?" And it's kind of like a running joke in our house. But I don't stay very long, and it doesn't take this person very long before they start asking for funds. I feel like if it's a one-time thing, no problem. If somebody passes away, if there's an emergency, I don't see anything wrong with raising money for somebody. But when every time you go live, you are asking for money, there's a problem. But then you can take vacations, you can take your child on vacation, you can buy a new laptop, you can get your child a new gaming system. Okay, wait, yesterday you said you didn't have any money and you're going out and buying all this stuff? I mean, there's a problem. I alert before I say anything because if it's a subject I'm not into, I won't join in. I have channels that are enemies and not going to unsubscribe to anyone unless it's personally affected me. Yes. I look over my neighbor here. She's a month ago. She asked if I can check on them nighttime. She had someone look in her windows. Oh my goodness. That's pure robbery. What vets charge for fur babies need. Yes, absolutely. It is called that. Totally agree. And you get so attached to them. And they say either the fur baby has the surgery or you have to put them down. I mean, that's like, I mean, I'm serious. We got attached to our pet poodle, our Domino, our, oh my gosh, we still talk about him. And if a doctor would have said we got to put him down, I mean, it would have just, it's hard. We had him 16 years. 16 years he was a part of our family. And I got him when he was 9 weeks old. Sorry to hear that, Purple. You'll make the right decision. You'll do what you need to do. Okay, next question. Have you lost respect and desire to go to channels you used to go to because of drama? Have you ever gone to a channel and now you don't frequent it because you've lost all respect and you don't care about it anymore? Yes, it's true. Poor baby can't walk. Oh, I'm so sorry, Purple. I unsubscribed to 2 channels I love because they both were fighting each other and talking badly about each other. I'm not listening to that. It's child. Yes. It is so many things in this world that we need to be thinking about other than just nothing. It's not even going to matter tomorrow. I did a GoFundMe a few years ago when we didn't have a car because we need one with all the doctors Ray goes to. I didn't raise enough to buy it outright, but we got enough to lower the payments. Nice. Some people put their own animals down. Yes. Once some people start giving, sometimes people latch on and pretend they like you. Just yes. Agreed, Vicky. Agreed. That's why I always pray, and I'm very prayerful. And if the Lord directs me to give to somebody, I'm going to do it. But it's not going to be a continual thing unless He tells me to. I'm not just going to keep. They're not going to become a dependent. In other words, we just had Lucy at the vet for her annual visit, and the charge doubled since last year. I almost passed out when I got the bill this morning. Oh, I know. Sometimes we keep our animals alive because we can't let go. That's true. I can't put her down. I understand, Purple. I understand. I completely understand that. I get that. I watch both sides and I wait on the fence. Growing up, I had a half husky and a half wolf. I named him King. Very awesome guard dog. Nice. Yeah, we need to keep Purple in our prayers. That's for sure. Yes, I understand when they are older and losing all function. We had to do it twice. Yeah. We only had to do it with our last pet, Lulu, because her kidneys was failing. And he said she wasn't doing anything but suffering. She had so many things wrong with her. She was 14. I mean, we had her for a long, long time, too. Oh, we cried like babies. It was so sad. I sometimes give to people that need something in life. Well, I feel like if somebody wants to give something, give it. I'm not going to dispute that. I mean, if you want to keep giving to the same person, give them thousands of dollars if you want to. But when it comes to me and how I give, I'm going to give as I'm directed to give. I'm not going to just give for them to come to my channel. I'm not going to give because I feel obligated to, because they gave me something. I got to give them something. I'm not going to do that. My mom was the same way about most of her fur babies. We had to take them for her. She didn't want them suffering, but she couldn't take them there. I understand that. James took Lulu. I said, James, I can't go. I can't do it. I cannot do it. Okay, I was on this one channel, and it was one person's channel, okay? They had someone up on their panel. Let me know how you feel about this. They had someone up on their panel, and something happened in the chat. and they started a disagreement with the person that was up on the channel. It wasn't the person's that had the channel, but the person they had up on the channel. They were having a dispute with that person. Well, that person who what I hope y'all can figure this out. The person that didn't have the channel started arguing with the chat, and it wasn't even their channel. Well, the person that had the channel didn't say, "Hey, stop arguing with my chat. I don't want you to do that in my channel. You have a channel. Go over to your channel and do that, but don't do that in my channel." Well, when they didn't do that, I kind of was like, no. I kind of lost respect then when you can't say I had Miss Southern Belle up on my channel and she got in an argument with somebody in the chat. This is hypothetical. And it was my channel. And I said, Miss Southern Belle, you're going to have to go down and cool off because I'm not going to let you talk to my chat like that. Then I would be handling my channel. But if I was to let Miss Southern Belle continue to bash people in my chat, be ugly to them and say ugly things, I think that looks bad on me. And I'm not going to do it because I wouldn't want that to happen anyway. No matter how it looked, I still don't want it to happen. But I saw this happen on a channel and I'm like, oh, this person has lost all control of their channel and they've let this other person take it over. I don't care how close, and Miss Southern Belle and I are good friends, but I don't think I would allow her to come in. Oh, I know I wouldn't allow her to come in and talk ugly to my chat and at my channel. I'm just not going to do it. Our dog got loose when he was camping, and a month later, she showed up. Oh, she came back. Luckily, I never had to make the choice on my pets when they passed away. They were not showing signs of sickness, so they passed. Oh. Well, hey there, SRJ Wildcat. Welcome in. I'm so glad you made it. Thank you for dropping by. And there's Hustlers. Thank you for dropping by. Yeah, tell her, Dan, stop making trouble in my chat. But I was just using her as an example. But I've seen that on channels before, that they would have people up on the panel and they would let the person that the channel wasn't even their channel and they would start arguing with the chat. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right at all. Okay. Once you see someone for who they truly are, do you continue to go back to that channel once you see who they truly are? Do you say, well, that was a one-time thing, I'm not going to go back? But it could have been a one-time thing, and you will know that as time goes on. But sometimes a channel cannot recover from doing something like that. They cannot recover from doing something that they showed who they really were. I've seen that. You can't recover from that. I've left channel because of drama, but I was also banned from one channel because I highlighted in private the wrong turn the channel owner was talking. Oh, wrong turn the channel owner was taking. Okay. I know I don't stop trying to be humorous. Well, that's what makes you you, Dan. I'm back in the conversation now. I had to make fresh coffee, some coffee for everyone. No, normally I won't go back, said Claudette. I talk to my kids. I tell them not to play the poor me or don't play it. It's not me. I told my boys stand tall and admit it and stand. Oh yeah, I was always the type of child that if I did it, I'm gonna tell you I did it because I normally had planned to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a mind of my own. Right, wrong, indifferent. I suffered for the choices that I made that were wrong. But I 9 times out of 10 knew it was wrong to begin with. But I was going to do it anyway. That's how we learn, And so when somebody would ask me, "Oh, I did you do that?" or why did you admit you did that? Well, I'm not going to lie, because if I did it, I did it. I'm just going to tell you, yeah, I did it. I'm not going to be something that I'm not. When you show me who you are, I'll believe you the first time. I won't be back if you're a jump. Yes. When people show you who they are, believe them. Believe them. No matter how it looks on the outside, and no matter what they come back and say after that, you've already seen the true colors. Now, I believe in forgiveness, yes, but I don't believe you should let someone continue to walk all over you or continue to upset you. And we have a choice what channels we want to go into on YouTube. It's like shopping at different stores. You have a right to go where you want to. I'm not going to judge anybody for where they go. If you all like drama, feel free to go over there and set in the drama. I don't care. I mean, if that's what you want to do, not saying you getting involved in it, but you might just want to watch it. I mean, go right on over there and watch it. I'm not going to lie. Yes, I've gone back, but because I like people in the chat, but I don't go in as often as I used to, and I don't stay as long. Yeah, I've gone back to see if it was just a one-time thing or if it's gonna keep going. But I've kind of just backed off several channels that I used to go to because, number one, I saw the person for who they were. I don't feel comfortable in there anymore. They either turn to drama, and I don't want drama. I will go and support others on the panel selling, but after that, I'm gone. Yes. I learned a very hard lesson a couple of years back, and after speaking with Angie, I think my heart was hardened a little. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't tell you the wrong thing, Lori. I've seen the biggest channels with millions of subscribers fall because of something they said to people. I know, Hustler. That's what I'm telling you. You gotta. But that was in their heart. Out of the abundance of your heart, your mouth speaks. I mean, that's in the book that I read. It says, out of the abundance of your heart, the mouth speaks. So that tells me whatever's in there comes out eventually. And you can only hide for so long, and then your true colors are going to show. I mean, it could be years, but there eventually you're going to slip up. But if you are who you are, you don't have to worry about slipping up because you're just being you. If it's your first time in that chat, I can definitely make you not go back. Even if it's a channel you watch and they really nasty, I'm out. Yes. Oh, hello, Stranger Gems. Thank you. Thank you. Super sticker. Thank you for coming in. It takes so much energy, and I don't know if y'all feel this way. It takes so much energy for drama than it does to have a peaceful live stream or a peaceful YouTube channel. But drama takes so much energy. And I don't know how these two channels, how they even went to sleep that night after all that went on. I mean, if you're going to argue at, let's see, what time was this? I think I was up between 2:30 and 3 because I had to take some medication at 3 o'clock. And if you can argue that ugly at 3 o'clock in the morning, I mean, I'm not even ready to even speak to anybody that early in the morning, or when I get up early in the morning. I don't want James coming up to me trying to make all this conversation, much less argue. I mean, how do you have that much anger inside you? I don't get it. I've seen a few channels that use their kids for content in 3 videos. I don't like that because some wouldn't have many subs without that child. Right. Hey, Yvonne, how are you? Welcome in. I am here soon. My dad will stop by. My dad gives my youngest daughter Hershey's chocolate bar and a Capri Sun. Oh, that's so sweet. She'll never forget that. She'll always. That's what I try to do with Berkeley. And I bought her some Jacks. Do y'all remember Jacks? You know, you had the ball and you had the little metal things that you throw the ball up, you grab one. Do y'all remember those? Well, I bought her some of those off one of the auctions for little or nothing. I got them sealed, never been opened, nothing. I'm talking about the real metal old timey Jacks. First time my son steps on one, I'm not going to be his favorite person, but I'm probably going to laugh about it. But anyway, I wanted her to remember things like that. Oh, I will keep praying for you, Dan. Okay, I'm gonna put you on my. Where's my pen? Oh. Keep us updated, Dan. I love you, brother. I'll be praying for you. Some people use their pets to keep stuff. Yeah. Spinning the jacks was fun. Still fun. Yeah. The only thing I hate now, I told James, I can't sit on the floor. You know how you sit on the floor, the ball, bounce it, and then grab one of the jacks, and then the next time you grab two and all that. I can't sit on the floor and play like that anymore. So I got to figure out how we're going to play jacks without me having to get on the floor. I guess we could use some kind of lower table instead of my dining table. We'll figure something out. But oh, okay, Dan. I'll be looking for it. You and your family's in my prayer. Um, Another thing that really gets me is hello, Julie. Yeah, don't you love my condo? Welcome in. I show my dog sometimes, but I gave him a haircut today, so he might be a while until he grows up. Oh, that that's okay, because y'all see parts of my life, but not the same thing every day. I don't showcase, you know, one thing all the time. Now I do my neighborhood chat, my lives, or whatever, but as far as the videos, I don't showcase one thing. Yeah, Jax. Yeah, but Judy May, you don't turn him into a. It's I don't know what I'm trying to say. You don't turn him into that's all your channel's about. He's a part of you. It's not like you're just totally promoting him and that's it. You know, because you come on your channel too. It's like y'all are together. You know. I know, Claudette. I was just saying that I don't feel people should subject children to YouTube constantly. Too many strange people out there. Once in a while, it's okay, but not all the time. Animal videos is awesome. It's when they use their kids to get people in, and their kids want nothing to do with it. That's true. Lucy is the start. Yes, Angie, I agree. You get a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and a lot of laughs, and you even get to see me ugly cry. Yeah, it's a variety of things. It's not like you're trying to base your channel on one thing. I mean, I don't want to base my channel on one thing, you know. I like to show a little bit of things that go on around here, you know, which James and I'm going to do a cooking video soon. We're going to cook again. We've already talked about that. I used to do cooking videos with him all the time. And I go outside. I showed you when my shed got brought to the house, when our trees got cut down. Um, Going to my son's one time. I mean, I've showed a lot. My granddaughter's first birthday party. But I didn't show her second one, and I don't show her a lot here on YouTube either. I'm not going to do that. Um, but I do want some of her on here, so when I'm not here, she'll know that I loved her enough to add her into some of my videos. But I'm not going to overuse her because she could have a YouTube channel all on her own and probably have more subscribers than I do. Growing up even better was getting a slingshot and marbles. Parents' worst regrets. Yes, so true. Some channels try to promote everything and they get burnt out trying to get up and with all their stories. Yeah. Lynn and Journaling, welcome in. We're just talking about your normal YouTubers. I watch one animal channel every day. The little guy makes me smile, so gotta have at least one. Yeah, whatever makes you feel good. I feel like you should watch those channels. Whatever brings out positivity and joy and happiness in your life. Like I said the other night when I was watching that channel up in the morning, I was like, how do these people do this early in the morning? This is crazy. Vicky said, I just do what I like to watch. Don't know what to say. Yeah. I love the video when you and James were helping Matt cook. Yeah. When Berkeley was there. Yeah, like they're in Disney World this week. They won't be back till Sunday. They left last Friday. So they're in Disney World, so they won't be at the baby shower Saturday. But they'll be here Thanksgiving. And I hope they'll stay a few days Thanksgiving so we can get Berkeley cooking with me and Pops and have some footage of her. Have tried to get Mr. Sassy online, but he says not happening. James and I are still going to try to come on Match It, Sassy Mary. I said something to him about it, and he's like, let's go. And I was like, okay, well, let's go. Because he's very competitive. We've been invited to go on Match It when they one time, and they want James and I to compete against each other. But I told them they didn't know what they were getting into because when James and I were first married, we liked to divorce over playing a game of Monopoly because he cannot stand to lose. I had no problem. I was sitting there going, this is Monopoly. You've lost your mind. But because I had a Boardwalk and he had Park Place, and I wouldn't sell Boardwalk to him, he got all mad. And I just said, I'm not playing anymore. It was bad. Yes, I love animal videos, and it wasn't meant to sound like I was saying it's like when they use children, it was just saying people use them to keep subs. Oh, we understood what you meant, Lori. I don't think anybody took it the wrong way, honey. I think making videos should be fun, not a job. Right. Yes. There's my sister Michelle. Welcome in, honey bunny. How are you? Glad you could be here. Papa Smurf Ron. Hello, hello. We're just talking about the crazy things that go on this YouTube. There's a guy that I watch that James watches. He has he goes around and goes to casinos and plays the slot machines. And he says, I'm on the YouTubes. He puts an S on it. I think I was the first one on your channel to say, love me some Jax. He is the boy. I love him. Yeah, I love Jax too. Y'all, please make sure y'all are hitting the thumbs up. Oh, thank you, sister. Okay, let me see if I got to the last question. Y'all know we got to get to the last one before we leave. If you go to a YouTube channel we're strictly talking about YouTube, not life. This is life, but not, you know, we don't really know how somebody is. That's why I don't mind if YouTubers say, Angie, can I come visit you? I'm like, yeah, come on. Because I'm no different off camera than I am on camera. So if you come to my house to visit me, this is how I am. I don't pretend. What you see is what you get. That's why when people say, oh, you live close to me, or I'm going to be coming through your area, can we meet up? I'm like, yeah, we can meet up, no problem. Oh, this is my new condominium. No, not really. Oh, let's see. A person, all right, let's go with this. This is only on YouTube now. This is the last question. A person acts one way and then they do like a 360. How do you feel about that? Would you ever say anything to the person that has the channel, or would you just politely walk out and just back away, or what would you do? How would you handle it? I love watching this one guy go into different restaurants and do the different food challenges. He's always wins too. I don't know where he puts all the. Oh, I know. I don't either, Lori. I think I know who you're talking about. I don't know what he does either. And there's also a woman, and she looks like she weighs 120 pounds, and she can eat you out of house and home, which I have a son-in-law that same way. All the food goes to his feet. That's what I tell my daughter. I said, he does not gain a pound. No matter how much he eats, he does not gain weight. The only way to be sissy, always be 100% you. Yes. Yeah. And if I'm the first one to say, if I really do upset someone, I will say I'm sorry. But don't come at me making something up that I did not say or I did not do. Because then it's just not going to go well. Because I can slip up and say something that sounds real ugly and I wouldn't mean it to sound that way, but I just say it. Have you ever done that? Say something and you never really thought it was going to hurt somebody's feelings, but it does. I've done that before and I've said, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that was going to upset you. But don't make up something that I said or did. No, don't do that. Living life loving. Depending on what you mean by 360, are you talking about content or personality? Let's just say personality. Because mostly we're talking about someone starting stuff on they act real nice and they're this and they're that, and then all of a sudden they get in a bad way with another channel, and then you start hearing them over and over, no matter when they come on, they're talking about being upset with this other channel and how they feel about them, and they just go on and on. I feel like take care of it, move on, don't stay there. Yeah, man versus food, that's right. Oh, you got the same living room, Donnie Mae? This must be the going thing, girl. Welcome in. This must be the going decor. This must be the what everybody's going to. I can't wait to get over there and play the piano like I know how. I can do one little song with two fingers. I can play that. That's all I can do. But I've always wanted to be able to play the piano. Never have. I'm not musically inclined. The only thing I can play is a radio. That's it. That's all I can play. My son can play the piano. He can play a guitar. He plays by ear. He's never had a lesson. He plays by ear. He's got a beautiful tenor voice. If it's someone I don't know, I probably wouldn't. But if I had known them for years, I would. That makes sense. You visit me, just heads up. I swear a lot working with my dumb cousins and friends. We're growing up our whole lives here. Well, I don't mind. I don't judge you for whatever how you act on your channel. That's you. If you're being authentic, like if that's really who you are, but if you're pretending to be something that you're not, and I catch it right off. I mean, I'm like, something, if I don't see it immediately, something inside me says, something's not right about something. I just get that feeling. And it won't be 2 or 3 months later. It's like, yep, it'll come out. And I go, that's what it was. I know exactly what you're saying, Angie. Yes, I have been to a few channels like that, like a pack of rabbit. Yeah, you're right, Sissy. That's the way they are. I wish we really had a living room like that. I play guitar and ukulele and a little piano. Oh, nice. Nani Mae? Awesome. I don't like finger pointing conversations. I usually leave and check back. I don't let someone negative actions creep into my mind. There you go. I love this chat. We're all on the same page. Angie, my son also plays the guitar by ear since he was 14 and writes his own music. He's 44 now. See there, I told you, Claudette, we are twins. My family is having a hard time with my dad's tooth bothering him. My dad's dad being in and out of the hospital, and now he's in a nursing home. Oh, I'm so sorry. Now, see, that's real life stuff right there. Okay? That's real life important stuff. This stuff that I saw the other night, it was because, hold on, let me see. Because somebody said something about another channel, and one of the people didn't like what they said about the person, and it went on. And it's going on right now. Just put some turkey and wings, potatoes, carrots, and onions in the oven. I've been listening. Oh, that sounds good. Lots of bullies and jealous, childish people in YouTube. Just walk away. Oh, I don't have any problem walking away. Not when it comes to my peace. I had my peace disrupted so much as a child and as a teenager. Once I found true peace and could be comfortable, I knew that I never wanted to go back to that disruption. And I'm not going to let... Now, I know sometimes you can't control things like someone passes away, someone goes in a hospital, someone makes a wrong decision, and you have to... I understand that we're going to have things like that in our life. But just to make up stuff to just dramatize about, that's crazy. I can't stand it when people are nasty in the comment section for no reason or act like know-it-alls. Yes, true. She said, turkey wings? I'll be right over. No one knows it all. Exactly. I be respectful on all channels and speak the truth. I dislike lying. It only brings you down and down. Yes. Kim and Colin got me a pink ukulele for my birthday, and I broke a string already. I got to buy new ones already. Oh, wow. Have you ever played that on your channel, Nani Mae? Have you ever done that on your channel? Okay, Carol, I love you. I'll talk to you later. I hope you get to feeling better. Once some people get monetized, it's like, okay, I used you to get where I want to be, so don't expect the nice me anymore. It goes to their heads. Yeah, and it don't really mean anything because YouTube does not pay that much anyway. Yep, you're right, Noni Mae. Leave your drama for your mama. Sissy, I'm like this. If I love and care about you, I stand by you to the end. That's what true friendship's about. Some people don't get that. Some only use others. Yes. People just make up things. Yep, they do. I'm the worst person in people's channels. I disrespect everyone and I'm very rude. Lord, you're not. No, I can't go. I can't. I ain't got enough nerve up to play them. What, girl? If you can admit you play it, that's something to be proud of. You need to play it. The one thing I hate more than anything are liars. Oh yeah. Uh, they have diabetes instead of diabetes. They have diabetes. They just lie for no reason, and you know just by them talking to you that they're lying. And I'll tell people in my family, I have some people like that. I'll say, now you sit right there and you know that is not the truth. Now, why did you even let that come out of your mouth? Hey, Steve, how are you? Welcome in. The catching title that draws you in and the content is different. Yeah, that's true. Well, here's what's going on. I'm going to do a neighborhood I'm going to do a neighborhood chat video later on this week. The shower is going to be this Saturday. I'm going to either make a video or I'm going to go live. I hadn't decided yet. It depends on how much of my family's there. I won't be able to pay attention to both things. That's the way my mind works. If I have a lot of family there that I haven't seen in a long time, I'm probably not going to go live. And I'll just make a video, a little short video. But if not, I'm going to go live Saturday. Then Sunday, Ella and I at 5 Eastern, 4 Central, have our Keeping It Real conversation on Save Here First. That's Ella's channel. And if you all have a topic that y'all want us to discuss or bring up, send me a message either through Messenger if I have you on my Facebook or in my... Somebody said they took our About page away from us in YouTube. What was that about? Does anybody know? Some people are insecure and they blame and lash out, but it's really, yeah, trying to draw you in. You get there and you're like, what? I agree. Does anybody know why they took our About page away from us on our, where it talks about, you tell about who you are and what your channel's about? I didn't know that until somebody told me that they took that away. Did y'all know anything about that? Let me see if anybody answers, because I don't know why YouTube took that away. You know, you go into somebody's and you'll see their community, the channels they watch, and then it'll say about. It used to say about. And it will tell all about you and your channel. Living Life Loving says, I can see your about description. You can? Huh. I looked the other day and I didn't see it. Maybe I wasn't looking close enough. Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. Maybe I'll dream that. Someone told me to get their email yesterday from About page, and I told him I looked and it wasn't one. First time I'd seen that. I know. I didn't see it either. SRJ, I didn't see the About page either. It's not taken away. It's just right underneath your table on the heading of your channel. Oh, okay. Thank you. I knew Judy May would know. Why did I think that she would know? She keeps up with a lot of what YouTube's doing. The About page is on where my email shows up on my channel. They didn't make no sense. Yeah, that's like Walmart. You get used to going in there, everything's in one place, and then all of a sudden they rearrange the whole store. Why? Because they want you to hunt stuff and you'll buy more. I was wanting to know what was going on with that. Yeah, it must be in a different place. I'm gonna go look after I get off here. Oh, you don't have content yet, Lynn and journaling? Just start talking. Just get on there and start. I look back at the first videos that I did, and I'm like, ooh, those were pretty bad. But now, someone told me just do videos, and you'll get better and better as you do them. So just start with anything. They said it was under our channel name. It says, "Where's our back?" Under your channel name. I think that's what Judy May said. Oh, the front page now. Oh, okay. Don't forget this, guys. I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm telling you. I've enjoyed this conversation today. None of the chat got all crazy over us discussing mature conversation. That shows you that I have mature people in my chat. Nobody went crazy. But I'm gonna go and get me some lunch, and I will see you all on the YouTube highways. And I will have a video coming out later on this week. It'll be our chat video. And then Saturday the shower, Sunday myself and Ella, don't forget. And I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it. Bye, neighbor.